everybody. Your
Hi.
favorite old couple.
Farts.
Two old farts. Yeah. Two old farts. Today we're going to talk about something that's kind of hard to talk about. We're talking about a little bit about how to handle as a provider, as a care provider, somebody who's getting real forgetful. And sometimes that happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It comes and goes.
It does.
It's kind of an understatement to say that there are certain ways you can handle things that will throw a person into depression. Especially somebody like Trish, who's very highly functional, who worries about the progression of the disease, right, Trish?
Yes, and how people think about me.
That's right. So she's very self-conscious of how she comes off, and therefore sensitive.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how not to handle this situation, and then we're going to show you how to handle the situation, because it comes up a lot, folks. It comes up a lot in our daily lives. So here's here's part one. This is what not to do. Well, I love this new knife you gave me.
Well, good. I'm glad you like it.
I got to go pretty soon.
Okay. Where is it you're going? I forgot.
Oh, I'm going to Lebanon. And then after Lebanon, I'm going to Wilson County. I mean, Davidson. But Lebanon first.
Oh, I got busy. I forgot what you said. Where you're going?
Lebanon. I'm going to Lebanon. Okay?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Did you forget again where I'm going?
Yeah. Maybe we should write it down. We'll write it down.
Okay, I tell you what. Let's put it on the. We'll put it on the. We'll put it somewhere where you don't. Why are you forgetting this? I mean, I've told you just 3 times in the last 5 minutes. What is the matter with you?
We'll just have to start writing it down.
I know, but I just told you that. You can't remember that long? What's wrong with you? I know you have.
I have memory problems, I guess, So the best thing is just to write it down.
Okay. And I must confess, there have been times when I was that rude. And I see it in other couples, especially older couples, and often the men are very impatient, and they say things they don't realize how harsh they come off. Mm-hmm. How did you feel when I yelled at you like that?
Inadequate, which is not a good feeling. Just like I've been doing some of these things for years, and suddenly maybe I'm more forgetful or do something wrong. I don't know. The best thing to do is just be calm and state what you see, so that it doesn't upset the other person.
And see, if you noticed her behavior throughout that, she was very calm and tolerant of my intolerance, which is pretty much her modus operandi anyway. The way she behaves is she puts up with me. So now we're going to go back to the way we really do interact with one another. This is we went back and showed people how to react in a way that builds the other person up.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's really important that you don't let depression get a hold, because it's one of those things that really deeply affects not just your relationship, but your ability to continue and to hold back the symptoms of Alzheimer's. So here's the second part. Watch. What you doing? Are you cutting the cheese?
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to Lebanon in a little while. That's my first one today. And then
Okay.
I think my second one's in Franklin. Hey, Trish,
Yeah.
do you remember where I'm going today? Come here, honey. I got an idea.
Yes.
I think, you know what would help? I think would help you? Why don't we do this? When I tell you where I'm going, why don't we put it on the calendar? Because the calendar stays there all the time.
Right.
Grab it for me, will you? Let's put it on there. Will that help you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
I always look at the calendar
Okay.
every day.
And I'll let you write right there, Lebanon, and write Lebanon, and then write Franklin right underneath it. Okay?
Okay.
And then that way, you didn't put it on a piece of paper that you lose or something like that, because we always know where that calendar is.
Yes.
You're pretty good about keeping track of that, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right. Does that work for you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love this knife.
That was sweet.
See, the problem is going to keep recurring. But that little solution not only set my mind at ease, but it set your mind at ease.
Yes.
And it made us both feel better, because instead of, why can't you, blah, 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 it's more, how can I help? How can I help? And to me, that's what we have to do constantly if we're with somebody who's having memory issues.
Right.
What is your advice?
Just treat somebody with the kindness you would a child almost. And I don't mean that to sound negative, but it's not good to bring out the bad of what you do too much just to be, correct in a way that's calm and not loud and
Not demeaning.
right.
Because as soon as you say, I told you, even if you say, I told you, even if you say it nicely, I told you that, you're still pointing out a problem. You should never say, I told you. Just don't use that phrase.
Right.
Because it kills you. It hurts that person.
Yeah.
Trish is
It hurts your spirit because you think, oh, well, I'm not doing very good, so I'm bad and I'm never going to get better. And it can make you depressed.
Yeah, because it very much affects your self-image when you can't recall things. You think, gosh, I'm a dummy. You're not a dummy at all. You just have, you have, it's just like having a broken arm. You wouldn't feel bad about yourself if you had a broken arm, would you?
No.
So it's the same kind of thing. We need to just deal with the problems it creates and try
Yeah.
to build on what we know works.
Yes, that's true. And we are doing it in our daily lives now that we know a little bit more about things, about Alzheimer's.
So that's our little piece of advice for today. And it's if you were able to shoot yourself on camera, seeing how you react with the other person, you would realize that you're much more harsh than you think you are. So please keep that in mind today when you guys interact with one another, okay?
Sounds good.
I'll say that's it for Two Old Farts.
Parts.